Hey everyone, it is Binky. So I have this series going on where I'm basically hauling from my haul, and part of it is the for New Year's I am doing this series for 2018 where I start going through my stuff and using it, because I think what ends up happening is it's fun to keep buying stuff and then you start stockpiling it and a lot of it goes bad, so you really don't use it and it's kind of a waste of money. So I'm trying to avoid that, starting a new year, decluttering a little bit and starting to use items instead of letting them pile up. But I'll be getting more into that and you'll see a video of that coming up. So with this next line, what I'm doing is a skincare line, and it is Juice Beauty. Yes. So I'm going to be honest, I did not pay for any of these. Well, I guess technically I did pay for these items, but a lot of these are given away in gift boxes, or in one case I was given something from a friend. So all of these items were put in either Beauty Fix or BoxyCharm or something like that. So that's why I've been getting these. I have not paid for any of these myself because, well, I technically did because they were in the beauty boxes, but I didn't pay full price for them. Now I do want to say that if you do research on Juice Beauty online, they do tout using more natural products, especially fruit products and things, to take care of the skin, that way you're not getting a lot of chemicals into your skin. But what I do want to say, if you are like me and you have sensitive skin, go onto juicebeauty.com and read about the different products, because that actually helped me with deciding which ones I would use and which ones I wouldn't, because I was given a peel and it's actually over there and it's going to my friend who doesn't have sensitive skin, but it specifically says on it, do not use if you have sensitive rosacea skin, which I am lucky enough to have. Yes. So what I'm going to be doing is using these products for a week. I actually just started using them about a week ago, so I have 3 more weeks, but what I'll probably end up doing is using them until they run out and let you know in the end if it was worth it, how I felt about it. But what I want to say about my skin type, first off, is it is extremely oily. No matter what I do, the oil breaks through within like 10 minutes on my face. I can keep it off with the eyeshadow a little bit better, but it truly is a joy. So I do have oily skin. I have sensitive skin because it is very fair and gentle. And I do have rosacea skin. Yay! So I am the person that they were warning against to not use some of these products. So make sure before you use them that you check it out online if you have sensitive rosacea skin, because it can end up messing it up. And I've used products in the past that messed up my face for like a month because it was too harsh, and you don't want to do that. So the best thing to do, of course, is a skin test where you do it on part of your face and see how it works, and then continue to use it, because you don't want to go too crazy. So I have been using these for a week. So what I want to do is tell you the products that I have. The first one is the Blemish Cleanser. Not the prettiest color in the world, but it does lather up quite nicely. I don't want to get too far into it until I use them a little bit more. But what I will say about a lot of these products is that they do not have fake scents put into them, and this is one of them. You know, it smells, a lot of them smell like older fruit. So, but again, the more I use it, the more I'll get into that. The next item is a peel. This is the green apple peel for sensitive skin. I did have the peel for regular skin. Now, I feel like the sensitive one does a decent job. You could definitely feel the tingling on your face, but it didn't cause any redness, which whenever I feel that tingling, I start panicking a little, because I'm like, oh no, once I remove this, what is my face going to look like? But it was actually okay. So I did start using this, and again, it has that interesting kind of fruit smell to it, but it doesn't necessarily have a sweet fruit scent. So yeah, it is kind of an acquired smell, but I use this probably once, maybe I'll go to twice a week, but I don't necessarily want to push my luck. But so far I've used it once, I survived. The next items are more serums and things like that. So the first one is for eyes, and you put this on, it's a serum, and you can use this to do it So you press down on this and then put it around. I actually found this to be kind of a pain in the butt personally. So what I've been doing is just pressing and then lightly going around my eye like I normally do. But the thing is, I'm going to be honest with you, by itself, I've been using this for a week. And I do feel that it isn't as moisturizing as I would like, but again, this is a serum. So being a serum, it isn't necessarily moisturizing, so I am going to say you most likely, and what I've been doing has been using a separate cream with this. So the next item is the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Serum, and you press on this guy and voila, it comes out fantastic. So again, this is a serum, so you're going to want to put a moisturizer on top of this because this alone isn't going to work. What I will say, if it was summertime, it might work for you because as the oily skin girl, I don't tend to overly moisturize in the summer, but because we're in fall going into winter, I need a little bit more moisturizer. But this I could probably use alone during the summer. But if you have dry skin or combination skin, I wouldn't really recommend that. So you will want to moisturize. But this time of year, I'm on the moisturizing bandwagon too. So I put this on first. So the next item I'm using is the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Cream or Moisturizer right here. And so this is what I've been using on top of it. It works really nicely. I have also been using it around the eye line. So I've just been taking it up there. There's no reason why you can't really use moisturizer. Your eyes are more sensitive, but if it's a sensitive moisturizer, you can definitely use it on your eyes. I'm kind of one of those people that don't believe you have to buy two separate things. Just make sure that it's gentle and you're not burning your eyes because they are the most delicate skin on your body. But this one, what I will say, is very different in that this actually smells really good. The rest of the products are kind of have the stale fruit scent to them. As I stated earlier, with this, it has this beautiful, almost like lemon scent to it that's almost like if you've ever eaten Fruit Loops, it smells like the lemon Fruit Loop tastes. True story. So that's delightful. So I have been using that as well after I put on the serum. So what I'm going to be doing is checking in. I have been using these for a week. You know, I really can't tell too much with that, so I'm going to check in another week and let you know how it's been going, and I hope to continue. Hopefully all the products last for the full month, but that is my goal, to use these for a month and then get these out of here so that I can start using other things or keep using these if I love them, depending on how it goes. So look for the next update. Hey everyone, Vinky here. So this is the final part of this video. You know, it's funny, I was going to check in during the, actually this went on for about 45 days to be honest with you. Yeah, I started this in like November and it's still going. I'm using some of these products still, so whew. But because I want to use them all the way to the end rather than just 30 days. I thought they'd be done by 30 days, but I was wrong. So so what I'm doing is just, I decided, you know, not to check in throughout. It just kind of didn't make sense. So I just showed the products from the first video, and here we are like 45 days later, and some of these products are still going strong. So I'm happy to report, if you have sensitive skin, these did not irritate me. Now, if you have really, really sensitive skin, they may, because these are natural products with a lot of enzymes and using fruit and sometimes lemon, which some people are like, lemon's not really great for you, but some of them do have it in them. I didn't see a problem, but I'll get more into that. So it was actually fine. It was actually fine for me, but on Juice Beauty's website, they actually have the different products and what works for what type of skin. So please go there and check that out, especially if you have sensitive skin, because again, I do also want to say that what works for me may not work for you, or you may have a different experience because we all have different chemicals in our body, different biology. So this is just my experience, one woman. So here we go. So the first item I kind of want to go with is the apple peel. Like I said, you know, now this was a full bottle that was given to me by Beauty Fix, and I have been using it, but not necessarily all that much. You can see that it's still really full. And the reason is I only do a skin peel maybe once a week, sometimes twice, but so, you know, it's going to last a lot longer. This is probably going to last me for another, you know, 3 to 6 months, I can honestly say. Now, I will say that it was gentle. If you don't have sensitive skin, this may be disappointing to you because it didn't necessarily do that much. I felt a little bit of tingling on my face, and it did make it feel a little bit smoother, but it wasn't anything dramatic. So if you're looking for a dramatic transformation, you may want to go to the regular, but if you're sensitive, I wouldn't really support that. But it's really nice, you know, it definitely, I could feel the tingle. It was smoother, so yes, it did remove the dead skin cells, so life was good. I think this is just an all-around nice product. The thing is, the scent. I'm going to be honest, the scent on this is not great. I like the natural products of this, but the smell, especially when you're keeping it on your face, it smells kind of like, not old fruit, because old fruit would have, it's not like rotted fruit, but it does not have the greatest scent. And I don't even know how to describe it because it's not a scent that I recognize. It does have more of a natural scent, but it's a little bit fruity, but then not. So it's really kind of hard to explain. Now, a lot of these products, and I'll put this to the side how much this is, when I was looking at the prices online, a lot of these run like $50 to $80. But would I pay for this kind of peel, a fruit peel? You know, I think this was between like $60 and $80. Would I pay for that? Heck no. Because you can find products that are a lot cheaper that would do the same thing. Will I keep using this? Yes. If you like natural products, yes, you might really enjoy this. But for me, I just feel like there's other companies out there that have similar items at a lower price point. So, onto the face wash. Yes, I have been using this for a while. This is a blemish clearing cleanser, and you can see it is all the way around here. I tried cleaning this off, but what I will say about this is that this thing is really messy. This dispenser is really messy. It gets clogged up a lot, so it just gets clogged up. So you're constantly going to be having to pick this stuff out because it's very thick. The cleanser is really thick, and you can see it in the bottle. And just look at that. And it's not necessarily the most appealing color, so this may be horrifying for some. Again, it has almost like this lemony, like old apple scent to it, so like old apple and lemon. They're natural products. So being that they're natural products, that's a really great thing, but they're not using scents in these to mask the natural flavor. So if that doesn't appeal to you, if you don't like older scents of fruit, these products may not be for you. And again, when I was putting this on my face, you know, I was very aware of the scent. Also, what's interesting is it kept getting in my mouth. And I think it's because the scent was so strong. I would purse my lips, wash my face, and then even when I was like washing it off, it would somehow, I'd always get the taste of it in my mouth. I just could not avoid it with this product no matter what I did. It lasts a long time. I've been using this for 45 days, and look at that. This thing, I have to say, out of all the products, this is probably the best price point, even if it is more expensive, and I'll put it to the side. It really is a good price point. So, because it lasts forever. So even if you're paying $60 for this, you know, it's still going strong. Towards the end, I'm kind of getting tired. I'm going to be honest, I'm getting tired of the scent, because the scent is just not my cup of tea. I started putting 3 like pumps in my hand, which is ridiculous. You really only need about 1, just because I was trying to get through it. Now I'm just going to cut back because there's not the pressure of doing this video now that the other products are wearing out. But 1 pump will do you, 2 pumps for sure. But what I will say is that it actually did, I use oil to remove my makeup first, and then I use these, and it actually worked really nicely. I felt like it really removed most of the things that were left over on my face. I don't feel that it dried it out. Sometimes at first I didn't think it was cleaning my face that well because it didn't lather as well as I would like, but it really did in the end. I did not find it to be drying, even for a blemish cleanser. Now, again, I have oily skin, so that may be the reason why. I felt like it removed the oil beautifully and it did not over dry me, but if you have dry skin, it may be a bit much for you because I could smell lemon in this. So I know some people don't want to put lemon on their face. I have a friend and he swears by it. His skin's gorgeous, by the way, and he puts lemon on every day because it's antibacterial, cleans everything, and his skin's gorgeous. So I think it just depends on what works well for your skin. I would normally put lemon on my skin because it's sensitive, but actually this did not like cause any problems with rosacea at all. It actually cleaned really well and kept my skin quite supple. So I didn't have a problem with this. I think out of all the products, I think that this has the best price point, because one pump will do you, two for sure. That's it. And this has been lasting me forever. And lately I've been doing the 3 pump, just trying to get rid of it. And I think this is going to be with me, if I used 1 pump, another like 4 to 6 months easily. So I'm stuck with it. And not that it's a bad product. It's actually a really good product. It's just the scent, again, kind of smells like old lemon with a little bit of apple, which is not what I'm going for, but I really do think it's a solid cleanser. Now on to the last 3 items. These actually came in a kit, and it's a $50 kit, and you get these 3 items. Now my friend ended up picking it up for $25. It was on Ulta for like $25, and she ended up buying it, but then she kind of was like, I have so much stuff, and she ended up giving it to me kind of thing, and I was cool with it because I give her stuff, so we're cool like that. So she gave it to me, and you get these 3 products, normally for $50, but it was on sale for $25 on Ulta. So you don't look for that. You can always get really good deals, and it basically lets you just sample these 3 items to see what you think about them. Now, the price points can be really expensive on these depending. So there's this eye firming gel, and it's a stem cellular anti-wrinkle eye treatment. So because it's an eye treatment, you are going to need a moisturizer on top of this. Now for somebody like me who has oily skin, I think that this would work really well in the summer where I wouldn't need moisture on top of it, but during the winter, and it has been like 10 degrees here, and with wind chill under 0, it's been crazy. I definitely would recommend using this and then using something on top. So this basically is how you're supposed to use it. It comes up out of here, you can see it right there, and then you put it on your eye. I felt that was kind of useless, frankly, so I just would dab it and then lightly put it around my eye, very lightly using my finger. The scent, there really is no scent to this. So if you don't like the products of Juice Beauty, I think you would really like this. Again, it's not overly moisturizing. Unless you have oily skin in the summer, it'd be fine. But for you with dry eyes, you're definitely going to need something on top of this. Do I feel it improved my eyes? No. I feel like it worked decently. I didn't mind it. I just wouldn't repurchase it because I didn't go, wow. You know, I've never really found too many products that make me go, wow. And so this just wasn't one of them. And these are pretty expensive. Yeah. Okay, so I just looked at this for $48. This is $48, and you're going to get a bigger one. This is the sample size, the trial size. So you're going to get a bigger one, but $48 for something that's just, okay, is not good enough for me. I just really didn't see too many benefits with this. So honestly, I don't mind it. It didn't cause any irritation. It went on really nicely. And the scent, there was no scent, thank God, because some of it is just like... So yeah, I actually didn't mind this, but it didn't wow me. It didn't do anything differently than anything else I was using before didn't do. So this is kind of like, no reason to repurchase this. The next item is the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Booster Serum. And I really like the packaging on this, actually. It's really nice. There it comes out like that. It's really nice, keeps it clean, and that's what I do like about this packaging. You can see it here, it's just very clear. It has a very fresh scent to it. What I like about the packaging here is that it's just, you're not dipping your finger in most of it. There are a few cases you are, but with the serums, you're not doing that. You just boop, and it comes out, and life is good. It smells really nice, actually. This one's actually very nice. It does have a more of a perfumey scent to it, so if you don't like perfume scents, you may not like this. But it definitely isn't more of a natural serum like some of the other products, but it absorbs really nicely. You know, it takes about 30 seconds to move in, and it's not sticky. It goes in really well. Again, you're going to need a moisturizer. This is just a serum. Do we think that it did a lot? Not really. You know, now if you were to get the full one, it's $78 whopping dollars. $78. And again, for that kind of price, you better be wowing me, especially for 45 days. I just didn't see that much of an improvement. So though it's nice, I feel like there's some better priced products out there. I really don't have anything, a serum that I just go, wow. That's kind of why I'm going through these items, is I'm trying to find it. It was good. Was it great? No. The last item is the Stem Cellular Anti-Wrinkle Moisturizer, which is right here. Again, this is the sample size, so it is a little bit smaller. I used this on top of the anti-wrinkle serum, and I also used it on my eyes. So I would use it around there as well, and just use it across the whole face and on my neck. I'm just about done with it. You can see right there. Now, it's kind of deceptive because you think you're getting this big bottle here. You see that, or this big container. No, you're not. It's just that small top part. So it's kind of deceptive. I hate it when they use these big bulky packaging like this. Look at this. Look at all you get. And then you open it up and it's, that's it. It's like, come on. Just, I mean, it's a waste of packaging, and I just hate that, especially with plastic. We don't need more of this in the environment. Just give me a small like bottle that I can squeeze out, or you know, or just enough to fit this in. There's no reason to do that. You're not tricking me. When I open this, I know it's a small amount. So yeah, you know, but it's a sample size, so I wasn't shocked by it. I just was shocked more by the wasteful packaging. But I will say, out of the natural smelling products, this one's probably the best. It almost, this is weird. It is a cross between, if you ever, my grandparents had a lot of antique wood around their house, and so they would use this like lemon pledge. So this smells like lemon pledge. Yeah. So this may turn some people off because it's a cross between Fruity Pebbles and lemon pledge. Now, I actually didn't mind the scent. It took me back to holidays with my grandparents, but now it's time to clean the wood again. Yep, there it is. Hi, Grandma. So, yeah, it definitely has a strong scent to it. I did find it to be moisturizing, almost too moisturizing. So if you were like me and you have oily skin, I am going to say that this stuff is very moisturizing. So I didn't get deep cysts. Like sometimes you'll get deep cysts from using moisturizer. I didn't see that, but what I did notice is I started getting little tiny like pimples, like just surface pimples, where they're very tiny, but I would get a few here and there, and I'm like, oh. So then I kind of cut back. I used very little of this and let my skin breathe a little bit more because it's really moisturizing. So if you have dry skin, you may really like this because this really is moisturizing. But for somebody with oily skin, no, it was a bit much. It was a bit too moisturizing, which oily skin. So it's not the product's fault. It's just my skin. I think if you have combination skin, this would work really well, but I think this would work on somebody with drier skin as well. I think it was really nice. It absorbed really nicely. The scent, you know, it's a little strong, but it dissipates, and I think it was really nice. Now this is $68 for the full bottle. Again, this is trial size, $68. So it's quite an investment. I feel that it did do a lot for my skin? Again, no. So here's what I want to say. Picking these products up, using them for 30 days, all these products. This is what I will say. Did I notice a difference? Yes, for certain things. And I don't know which product it was, but it most likely was the combination of the serum with this moisturizer. Is that it did not flare up my rosacea, which was amazing because that's something I had to be really wary of. It was gentle. It did not flare it up. Even the items with the lemon like this did not flare it up. But what I did notice was that it did kind of improve the skin in that it wasn't as bumpy. It really did clear off some of that and make it very smooth. So my skin was smoother than when I started. So it did affect that. So I really liked that it improved the texture. So I will say that these two items, and most likely the peel helped, but not that, but these two did help with that. So it didn't necessarily improve, like if you're looking, not that I have a lot of wrinkles or anything, but you know, everybody has a little bit of fine lines here and there. It didn't improve any of that. Not that it's a huge problem, but everybody has it, and it didn't really wow me with that. Especially like on the forehead and stuff, because I always wrinkle my brow. I do it all the time. It's like, stop it. But I don't even know I'm doing it half the time. I've probably been doing it half this video. It didn't really improve any of that. But again, it made the texture smoother, and I did notice that within a couple weeks. I was like, oh, okay. Which was nice. The eye product really didn't do anything, and you know, this did its job as a cleanser, you know, but it wasn't like extraordinary, I guess. So yes, there's good and bad to it. I mean, there really wasn't any bad. I'm going to say there was no bad, because there wasn't. I didn't have an allergic reaction. My rosacea didn't flare up. I did have a few pimples, because and they're the very light ones, not the deep ones, but the very surface. And they were gone within the next day once I put some retinol on it. So, you know, life is good. A retinol product got rid of it. No big deal. But was I wowed by this? No. I'm going to be honest, for you to like buy this full line, everything that I have here, and yes, they would last you a good probably 3 to 6 months in the full size, you're still looking at almost $300, which I just think is insanity. I just think it's insanity for something that didn't really improve my skin for the long haul. And like I said, I used these for 45 days. Yeah, it did help the texture of my skin, but there's so many other products that I'm willing to try that I think that will do the same. So I'm just not willing to drop that much money for this line. I'm just not. $300 to $400 for 4 to 6 months to me just seems really extreme. I'm glad I tried it. I think if you're into natural products, you will really like these, because these are extremely natural. And I think that's really great. And so if you're into that, you're going to love these. If you have the money to spend $300 to $400, you're going to love this. Frankly, I just would rather use different products. And I feel like there's some Korean products out there that are equivalent to this, that are a lot cheaper and use a lot of natural products as well, and are just a better price point. So yeah, so I'm gonna look for those. I'm gonna go forth and look for these items and get back to you. But for me personally, though these products work decently, I just feel that they worked okay. They worked decently. They worked okay. But I really found that the scents were either overwhelming or just not pleasant. I mean, especially this. It just kind of smells like older fruit. It just wasn't pleasing. And when you're doing, for me, it's like a spa experience. And this just wasn't. This isn't a scent that I want to smell. And every time I go to wash my face, even now, I'm kind of like, here it comes. I'm going to eat some of this lemon apple old fruit. I mean, and I wasn't eating it. It was just when I breathe, I would taste it. And it's just, no. So for me, the scent alone was not great. Same thing with the peel. It just had the same scent as that. This one, a light perfume scent, which is the face serum. This had no scent at all for the eyes. And this lemon pledge fruity pebble. So it was just kind of a strange array of different scents. So I'm definitely going to finish these up. I'm going to recycle these. Yay to recycling. There's a specific place where you can mail items like this off to. I just wanted to point out that you can't recycle a lot of these bottles because they have too many different parts. But there are companies, and I'll put it in the description box, a company online that you can ship your items to, and they break down stuff like this and recycle everything. So that's what I'm going to do. That's a big thing that I'm doing for 2018. Nothing's going to waste. You can recycle lipstick cases, blush cases, everything there, and they recycle it. So I'm going to put that down below because I think that's really important. So I am getting rid of these, except for the cleanser. It'll never go away. But these I'm going to be recycling. These could go into the regular bin, and these two will go into the special bin. But I'm happy, so I'm ready to move on. So what I'm going to do is start a Korean line, and so look for that video. And it's going to be 30 days of that Korean line coming up, and I'm excited because I've heard great things about it. So hopefully it'll fare a little bit better than this. But yes. So that is my 45 days of Juice beauty products. So let me know if if it worked for you. I want to know if this worked for you. Am I off the mark? Could be our skin is very different, but I'm curious what your experiences are, what you think about it, or what you think really works for you, especially if you have rosacea, oily, sensitive skin. Shout out to me because I want to know what to use next because I'm always looking for that product. And unfortunately, these weren't it. But they're out there. So until next time, have a fabulous day. Bye.